Carson, lots of folks out there already.
Yeah, honey, lots of people, and even more are expected. It's the 234th anniversary of our country, but for one Roanoke neighborhood, it's extra special. Greater Raleigh Court neighborhood of Roanoke.
It's just fun. You find all sorts of patriotic things.
Is the 1800 block of Greenwood Road.
It's a lot of fun.
On July 4th, they celebrate the holiday
4th of July
and their block.
I think it's because everyone can be together and have fun.
It all started in 1980.
I said, why don't we get together on the 4th of July? So we did.
Kitty Neese started the Greenwood Road Independence Day.
And the next year we got a little more organized.
And it's been going ever since. Every year they have the parade, tasty treats, and you can't miss him, Uncle Sam.
The kids kind of love it. I did it one year because we had 3 or 4 people who dressed up in costumes. We had Statue of Liberty and somebody who dressed up as Thomas Jefferson.
Every year they read the Declaration of Independence.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
And say the Pledge of Allegiance.
With liberty and justice for all.
But this year, something was added.
Proclamation from the city of Roanoke. Now therefore, I, Nelson Harris, a complete, total, washed-up mayoral has-been. That actually not in here.
A recognition for their celebration and for their sense of community.
We have a great love of our country and our neighborhood, and it's a time to share and have that special fellowship. And I think people who move here kind of recognize that that's what this is about. So.
And it's also what this holiday is about, coming together and celebrating our heritage. Now the fireworks are about to begin in just a couple of hours, so Holly, there is still time to bring your picnic blanket down and grab a spot on the lawn here. You know that sound.
Ice cream.
It's the sound of happiness. Ryan and Travis Burke.
How are you guys today?
Are brothers in life and partners in sweet success.
We threw around a bunch of ideas and came up with this, figured it'd be something fun to try.
Well, we started when I was 15 and Ryan was 12.
Their dad helped with the initial push-off in 2000.
We came up with the idea and he loaned us the money interest-free to begin with, gave us the boat, and until I turned 21 he had to ride around for insurance.
But now, the ice cream boat...
We've had the same prices all 10 summers. Everything's still $1 and $1.50.
...is in its 10th summer.
Just tell them to weigh like a noodle or something and we'll see them.
I'll try that, the push-up.
Before lunch, the brothers will maybe hit 20 stops. Here, that's where the sweetness is.
That's the drumstick. Over here is the juice bar, push-ups, and underneath that is the crunch bar.
The big sellers?
I guess the Oreo and the M&M cookie would be the 2 biggest.
That's the Mega Missile Popsicle. Little kids love that one. It's really messy. It melts everywhere.
Families know not to leave out the dog.
Biscuit? Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. There you are.
It's only a seasonal job. Ryan's finishing college, and Travis finished up a couple years ago and works for the family during the year.
Did you see somebody waving over there, Ryan?
The boat runs until October, or until people decide it's too cold for ice cream. In one summer, though, do they make a boatload?
It's not about that. It's for the little kids.
Pretty heavy. Thank you.
Whatever's left over, we'll split 50-50, but usually as long as it pays for itself, we're happy.
Pretty satisfying, if you ask me. CARSON KRISLOV, News 7, Smith Mountain Lake. There are whispers about the residents of this building.
I believe they're everywhere.
Nick Farah is a member of the Virginia Paranormal Society.
The purpose of our team is to try to find answers.
Which means he and his team are called in to determine if a place is haunted.
We may be able to detect it on this device.
And on other devices like high-tech cameras, special audio equipment, motion sensors, and of course, flashlights.
Doing this, I've had plenty of experiences that led me to believe that there's something out here.
Since May, the team has been investigating the historic 117-year-old Radford building known as St. Albans.
I know it was a boys' school, started out as a boys' school.
When the school closed in 1911, the buildings were purchased and reopened as a psychiatric hospital and saw patients up through the 1990s, at which point the buildings were abandoned and have been ever since.
Could you please tell us your name, please?
Farah and his team review the evidence they've collected and what they've experienced.
I saw somebody walking from left to right past that doorway.
Their goal is to make non-believers believe.
It came to my attention that it didn't have a head. So I saw a headless ghost or spirit.
He's not paid to prove spirits exist.
I guess you have to actually experience something for yourself to actually know that there's something out there.
But he's made it a mission to connect us with the other side.
I want to find hard proof that there is something there.
CARSON KRISLOV, News 7, Radford. Roanoke may not be Alaska, but those Sarah Palin fans who braved the night for her outside Valley View Mall,
We're trying to stay warm.
they might argue otherwise because it was no cozy sleepover.
I asked the officer, where's the end of the line? He said, over there. I said, you're kidding.
Around 2,000 supporters came ready for the doors to open at 10 Sunday morning. The first person in line got it going Saturday morning.
I was here at 8 o'clock, and I think next gentleman came at 11.
And the line snaked around all night long. At 6:15, 5 at a time were allowed to come in and buy their copy of Palin's book.
Now it's like, wow. Out of all the places she could have picked, she picked Roanoke.
She's a strong cookie.
Wristbands, the guarantee for meeting Palin, were given out. But not to everyone.
We are among those who did not wake up early enough to get a wristband, so we are hoping among hope to get in and still get our book signed.
Wristbands were limited to 1,000, so most of these folks know that they're probably not going to get in. But many of them say it's more about the experience of being here.
Thank you so much for being here. What's your name? Audrey. Nice to meet you. She's no longer running for or even in office, but some think she's still a politician. Others think she's become a celebrity.
Well, to me, Sarah Palin is a celebrity because she's a politician.
It's a thin line. I don't think she's trying to cross it, but maybe.
Either side of that line, these fans will be lined up right behind her because, according to Barnes & Noble's reps, Palin stayed to sign every single book, even for those who didn't have wristbands. CARSON KRISLOV, News 7, Roanoke. There's a big man out front, but inside,
I'm small potatoes in the tire business.
small or big, in winter those potatoes, or rather tires, are a hot item.
Snow, bad weather, ice, sleet, all those things are great for the tire business.
Great for some, but a pain for others.
We were busier this month in flat repairs than I have seen in a long, long time.
Nothing to be embarrassed about at World Tire Service in Roanoke. They say lately there's been a constant flow of customers coming in with flat tires.
They're upset because they feel stupid because they actually hit a curb.
They say they used to see maybe one flat a week. Now they're replacing 8 to 10 a day.
You can't control the weather.
But you can't fully blame the weather either. Low air pressure can affect tires. Potholes are a problem, and then there are the things you didn't even know were there.
There's stuff on the road that you can't see under the snow.
All sorts of snow-hidden sharp objects are slashing tires.
People are getting in wrecks left and right, so there's pieces of cars all over the place.
Pointy pieces of metal, glass, plastic, just stuff that would otherwise be swept to the side is pushed around in the snow.
They're sliding into curbs, and there's no telling what's up there next to that curb.
Depending on where you go, a single tire can cost a pretty penny. Never mind if you want to replace more than one. So even if they are fixing your tire and making a dent in your wallet, they say they do drive vehicles too.
You have to go slow because even if you have a four-wheel drive, it doesn't matter.
Because if you're going too fast, he says, that's 4 tires that'll slide just as fast. CARSON KRISLOV, News 7, Roanoke.
Well, it's a rare opportunity for adults to get absolutely free dental care, whether they need a tooth pulled or a root canal or just a cleaning. It's all free, and it begins tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Tables, instruments, and even a waiting area. More than 50 chairs are being set up.
We'll probably do well over $500,000 worth of free dentistry.
It's called MOM, Mission of Mercy, and it's in its 10th year providing free dental care for thousands.
And our first project was in July of 2000, and we saw, I think, around 500-600 people and an airplane hangar.
At the Roanoke Civic Center, dental professionals are preparing to see more than 1,000 patients this weekend, most who could never foot the bill.
But they just simply haven't been able to afford to get that done and have lived with pain and infection for in some instances, a long time.
Teeth cleanings, fillings, root canals, but the main procedure they'll have to do is pull teeth.
So about 50% of the patients we see will be getting one or more extractions.
It's a group of 300 to 400 dental professionals volunteering their time, and this includes dental students.
I mean, it's a great experience. I mean, I feel great every time I leave one of these projects. It's a really self-rewarding and just rewarding in general.
It's not just a hole in the tooth, it's about health.
The Roanoke Mission of Mercy canceled its 2009 clinic because of scheduling conflicts, but they're glad to be back.
We're going to see as many people as we humanly can, but we know that there's some point we're not going to be able, we're going to have to say that's all we can see.
Now, depending on the turnout, they may have to turn people away, so it's suggested that if you are intending to come, you should get there early. The parking lot opens at 4 o'clock, the doors open at 6 o'clock, and if you are taking medications, we're told you should bring a list of medications so that your dentist could help treat you better.